Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to the Japanese campaign for Sudden Strike 4, the Pacific War DLC. We're taking a look today at the Battle of Santa Cruz, multiple Japanese aircraft carriers, cruisers, and destroyers against the U.S. fleet. We're going to see if we can sink them here today and destroy their aircraft carriers, as we have a few of our own to use in battle. Welcome back. It's good to have you all here. If you want to see more and the rest of the campaign missions that we overlooked in order to see the more prevalent ones, make sure you click or tap that like button to let me know you want to see more Sudden Strike. So many of you have been supporting it, so make sure you click or tap that like button, smash it if you want to see more, and I greatly appreciate all of your support. Welcome to the new subscribers, and welcome to everyone checking out those playlists too. Again, there's an American campaign where you can see the landings of Iwo Jima. Of course, this campaign has the invasion of Wake Island and so much more. So if you like Sudden Strike and want to see more, make sure you check the channel for those other videos as well. Alright, well, let's get started then with our naval battle here at the Battle of Santa Cruz, taking place apparently in 1942. We'll play on easy then for balancing purposes, since I guess normal, we don't really have any points that we can spend here, and we'll just take a peek at it. Alright, so the different doctrines here between the three, one of them allows us to have naval mines placed by destroyers, and also the ability for military engineers to repair vehicles up to 50% of their maximum hit points. For example, like ships and such, it says cruisers can have a regeneration up to 50% of their maximum hit points, and then also it looks like one more benefit of tactical bombers and torpedo bombers carrying a heavier payload, increasing their damage by 25%. I'm going to go with the bonus around cruisers, because the Japanese cruiser we're going to see here today are very powerful, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our briefing.
Engage the American fleet and destroy their carriers.
Alright, so the Americans are going to have carriers up in the upper left and upper right corners here, and it looks like we'll have our carriers here and also a couple of destroyers and cruisers to deal with them. They'll probably attack us, so let's see how it goes. Alright, again, playthrough of Iwo Jima there taking place. If you want to see that playthrough, make sure you check the channel for that mission with the U.S. Marines. Very, very incredible mission. Very cool. Alright, let's begin the battle. Battle of Santa Cruz, October 1944 then. I was wrong, it wasn't 42, that must have just been a part of the briefing leading up to it. And there are Japanese carriers. Wonderful. Alright, let's get those destroyers to work.
Over the Americans, we must diminish their capability to perform aerial operations.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and split these destroyers up.
Must sink their carriers stationed in the Pacific.
Actually, let me put these in groups of two.
Engage their fleet in the area and destroy all aircraft carriers.
Okay, let's get our carriers ready to go. Alright, so the tutorials will keep popping up. We'll skip those for now. I'm just going to move these guys out wherever. And we can get our carriers immediately starting to drop bombs on the enemy and torpedoes. The trouble with the carriers is that we have to choose. I don't think we can choose an actual ship. We have to choose where we want it to drop the torpedoes. So it's a big guessing game. The ships can't correct the course of the aircraft once they're complete. So we'll see exactly how that goes. Looks like the U.S. has some aircraft coming out now. So let's launch fighters. Make sure they don't have any tactical bombers or anything with them. So let's get the Japanese Zeros up. And whatever the planes we might have to fight them. Nope, stay still. Don't want the carrier moving. Alright, the destroyers have aerial cover. We have the ability to fire torpedoes as well at the incoming American destroyers and cruisers. So let's get ready to swing around these ships here. I'm going to go for one destroyer with torpedoes and the second cruiser here. And I'm going to have these two swing. Looks like we have another force coming from our east as well. And there's the U.S. carrier all the way back there. Alright, let's get ready to fire those torpedoes. Fire! Alright, we're firing torpedoes. Air battle's taking place. Japanese aircraft engaging American aircraft. Torpedoes away. Looks like we're about to see multiple hits. Excellent! One destroyer heavily damaged there. And another cruiser there getting hit as well. Alright, let's swing in for another round. Looks like our destroyer's here. Taking a beating. Gotta keep going. Stop this ship here. Fire! Alright, one destroyer taking a lot of damage. Another destroyer just barely escaping. Let's get him with the point-blank range shotgun blast. And the other destroyer coming up the back. See if we can destroy that other one. Alright, U.S. destroyer circling around. Looks like one U.S. destroyer is down. And one of our own destroyer is almost destroyed. Looks like perhaps we got another destroyer there? Alright, looks like it's us versus the Americans now. This ship is out of action. Alright, let's get the cruisers up here to block the U.S. fleet. And let's get these other cruisers, destroyers ready to go. There is a hell of a lot of action going on now. I'm not going to be able to capture that, keep up with that American fleet there. Another cruiser coming. Alright, we need to get some more aircraft up. Let's first of all get some fighters up to cover our destroyers. And let's secondly get a damn torpedo bomber out to deal with those American ships. Let's drop them right here. Alright, flak barrage for any aircraft in the air. And target that ship. Fire! Alright, lots going on here. We gotta keep moving. Gonna have to go to the side of this fleet. Hell, so many ships are sinking on all sides, I can't tell who's losing what now. It's a hell of a battle. American destroyers coming in. Japanese seemingly dropped their torpedoes a little too off course now. We've got to hit these other destroyers. Let's go ahead and get torpedoes fired here. Cruisers are engaging other American cruisers. Fire there. And our destroyers are going out. And there's the American carrier. One of them has made their way all the way down here. Foolish of them. Attack bombers destroying one of our destroyers, but we might be able to set the deck ablaze. Just need to get closer to be within range for the torpedoes. Turn, damn you, turn! Fire! Torpedoes away. Alright. Cruisers are defending the carriers here. The Americans have a hell of a lot of torpedo bombers and such coming in. The American fleet is completely surrounding us. Apparently I can't fire torpedoes. They must have damaged our torpedo launchers. Americans have us surrounded. I'm going to go ahead and keep using more of those torpedo bombers. Target another enemy cruiser there. Alright, we've almost destroyed one of the enemy cruisers here. Japanese torpedo bombers doing what they're supposed to do. Multiple hits on that ship. She swung her bow or her stern right around. American ships are flying back this way. We got to get them. Now we're going to switch around with our cruisers. We are getting the hell beat out of us. But the American forces greatly outnumber. Alright, let's have tactical bombers hit these cruisers. Torpedoes away again. Possible hits on the destroyer. Excellent work. Right on the nose of the destroyer there. We need to get fighter aircraft up too. Flak barrage. Knock those planes out of the sky. Focus target on the other cruisers. One American cruiser. Another sunk. They had our carriers cornered. They should have been able to set the decks on fire and take us down. American carrier there. Let's try to hit it right in the nose. Okay, let's get ready to launch some more torpedoes from our torpedo-based aircraft. Let's go ahead and defend our own carrier for now. American destroyers coming in again. Let's get some tactical dive bombers on that. And a destroyer over there as well. We're far out of the from getting out of the woods now. Alright, Japanese torpedo bombers getting ready to drop torpedoes. And they are firing like crazy at our aircraft. A lot of heavy damage to that enemy carrier. Almost taken out completely. American fighters coming in. Let's go ahead and give them cover as they return. And let's finish off the rest of those destroyers. And cruisers just behind us. Destroyer there, cruiser there. Both Japanese cruisers still holding. Us choosing to repair those cruisers has done us well. Excellent. Fighters did a good job. Carrier may escape. Go ahead and hit him with some bombs there. Let's get another fighter group up to escort. American cruiser trying to pound our carriers. We've definitely taken some damage. These cruisers would not be defending the carriers if we had taken so much damage like before. If they had died from the damage they had taken, we would not have been able to repair, so that was the right doctrine. Alright, Japanese torpedoes hitting the water. And right into the ass of that wonderful carrier.
The other carrier is making a run for it. The remainder of the fleet is moving to protective formation that we can't break through.
Alright, enemy units are trying to flee. Drop tactical bombers on them. No, damn it, no, I wanted to keep going. No, I almost finished them off. Oh, we could have totally chased those other carriers down. Amazing mission. So much going on from that one. Plenty of death from above. I think with a little bit more practice in my aircraft and anti-aircraft, that would make for a much better battle. But man, even on easy, we were up against the ropes. But the Americans lost all their destroyers. At least that destroyer and cruiser that were down here at the bottom of the mini-map would have been shredded. And the American carrier there, we should have been able to pursue, actually. In fact, aircraft probably should have been able to track that down and eliminate it with tactical bombers disabling the deck and then torpedoes finishing it off, too. Let's go ahead and take a look at the briefing and find out exactly what happened after the battle.
26 October 1942. At last, we have won some revenge for the terrible defeat we suffered at Midway. Ever since that fateful day, Admiral Yamamoto has tried every trick to coax the American carriers into battle once more, and today he finally succeeded. Our combined fleet had been holding station north of the Santa Cruz Islands, ready to support operations on Guadalcanal, when Scud planes suddenly reported an enemy fleet approaching. Among them were the Hornet and the Enterprise, both veterans of the Midway battle. Simultaneously, their scouts detected our main fleet, and the race was on to launch the first attack. The flight decks of Zuikaku and Shokaku were suddenly frantic with activity, as our bombers and fighters were readied for launch. Within 3 hours, we had sent over 100 planes hurtling toward the enemy, each pilot determined to redeem the Emperor's sullied honor. The battle was hard fought, though. Eventually, the skill of our air crews showed through. Many of our veteran pilots were killed, but they pressed home their attacks against the enemy carriers. We owe a particular debt to the unsung heroes of General Sugiyama's support teams, whose deft-handed engineering skills kept our ships and planes fighting at peak performance throughout the battle. By nightfall, it was clear that our men had won a notable victory. The enemy carrier Hornet, whose planes rained destruction on Tokyo in the Doolittle raid, now lies upon the seabed. Reports suggest that Enterprise has also been heavily damaged. The ghosts of Midway have been avenged. Nevertheless, as I look around at the empty bunks tonight, it is clear we have paid a high price for our victory.
Wow. Well, we paid a heavy price, but we won. All right, everybody. Well, that's it for, I guess, our look at Sudden Strike 4 in general. If you want to see more of the game for the American side or the Japanese side, let me know by clicking and tapping that like button and just calling out for it down below in the comments section. I'd be happy to play more of this, actually. I very much enjoyed the campaign. There's a few missions I haven't shown. I think, for example, the Battle of Bataan for the Japanese and also for the Americans. I think the U.S. campaign mission for... I think the Battle of Saipan, I believe. Yeah. So if you want to see those two remaining missions, just go ahead and let me know. They were kind of like in between and not too bad of campaign missions. I'd be happy to show off more. Anyway, the Pacific War campaign mission DLC is available on Steam, so pick that one up or whatever else it's on. Actually, a lot of the times I don't know, so if anybody could clarify, is this on Xbox, PC, obviously, and then PS4? I think it could be on all consoles. I'm not sure. So anyway, DLC should be available now. Check your appropriate store, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks as always, everybody, for your support, and I'll see you very soon. Bye, everyone. Thanks.